Welcome back. For more on our top stories and others, please visit our website channelstv.com and on youtube.com/channelsweb. Log on to m.channelstv.com to watch us on your mobile device. You can also download the Channels TV app for Android, iOS and Windows phones from their respective stores. The Channels TV and Channels 24 app will give you access to news and updates. You'll also have access to share those pictures, videos, or news of happenings around you. Just install the app, then tap and swipe to reveal the menu and follow the instructions. A strong warning has gone out to people who take pleasure in sexual abuse in Borno State, as the Nigerian army has promised to deal with them decisively. The spokesperson of the Operation Lafia Dole in Borno State gave the warning during the launch of a center to cater to survivors of sexual abuse. The center is a collaboration or the result of one between the Borno State government and the British Council.
Borno State in northeast Nigeria has had its bitter taste of attacks by insurgents, making it now much of a construction site following the routing of the militants. But aside from the physical destruction and the dark days brought to the state, there is also the case of sexual abuse blamed primarily on the insurgency there. Now, help is coming the way of those who might have suffered in that regard.
I have been informed that the services at this center are free and should not have any cause to worry about cost of treatment or services. Let me also call on the victim of the gender-based violence to avail themselves to the center and take advantage of the service provided.
There is more for the victims than just medical and psychological attention.
So the center will not only provide medical services, it will also assist in establishing the evidence that is needed for successful prosecution of offenders, will also provide psychosocial support to victims.
The police seem ready to help, but worried about the response of some victims.
We need to embark on aggressive sensitization campaign. In quite a number of instances, cases are reported to the police. You initiate investigation. At the tail end, you will see a letter of withdrawal accompanied by sworn affidavit. We are not interested in this matter. And what happened to the victim?
And to the military's advice to criminally minded persons.
We should go extra mile to make sure we prevent sexual violence. Every conditions that warrant, that gives room for sexual violence, let's try as much as possible to curtail such conditions.
Perhaps this warning by the military and assurance of help to prosecute sexual abusers by the police might be what is needed to put a check on cases of abuse in Borno State.
In recent times, Katsina State has made progress in enrolling children, especially the girl child, in primary schools across the state. In recognition of this, the World Bank Mission and the Nigerian Partnership for Education Project have shortlisted the state for the new venture called Better Education Service Delivery for All. During a courtesy visit to the state governor, the project team leader explained the modalities.
Figures from the National Bureau of Statistics show that girl child enrollment into public primary schools in Katsina State soared to over 40,000 in 2015 from about 23,000 in 2014. In recognition of this feat, the Better Education Service Delivery for All has been brought to the state. Under this scheme, the higher the enrollment of both boys and girls, the more the revenue accruing to the state.
We used 2015 household survey to know how many children are in school. So this household survey is going to be conducted every year in the state and in all other states that are benefiting. And the difference is what will bring more money to the state. For every child that can read and write in Katsina State, it has money. For every boy that comes to school, it's $80. For every girl that comes to school, it's $100.
The Katsina State governor, who also has a plan to improve education in the state, by reducing class size, seeks a solution to the problem of educating roaming almajiris.
The issue is, we know this institution. It has been with us hundreds of years. How do we come within the institution and improve? Today we have started selling forms of what we call S-Power. We intend to employ 5,000 teachers. This, we believe, will help in reducing the teacher-student ratio.
The BEDSA project becomes effective in Katsina State before the end of February. With the added feature of increased attention per child, the future of education in Katsina State is looking rosier.
Before the insurgency in the northeastern part of the country, health facilities in the region were classified as the worst compared to the others in parts of the country. This is against the backdrop of a weak healthcare system marked by inadequate infrastructure and a dearth of skilled health workers. A lawmaker representing Yobe East Senatorial District is hoping to ignite a change with the siting of a center at the University of Maiduguri Teaching Hospital to assist victims of war in the state.
Potiskum local government in Yobe State, northeast region of Nigeria, was one of the most affected towns during the heat of Boko Haram insurgency, where its healthcare facilities faced severe disruption as a result of various attacks by the group. The group targeted mosques, schools, hospitals as well as banks for its operations. Some healthcare facilities were directly attacked, with the insurgents carting away drugs, hospital equipment, ambulances and other vehicles. But thanks to the Nigerian army for ensuring relative peace has returned to the state. After the destruction of healthcare facilities in the area, an indigene of the state is supporting government's efforts in healthcare delivery by building a hospital for the University of Maiduguri. The chief medical director of the teaching hospital, Dr. Abubakar Madaki, believes the facility will meet the medical needs of the people, especially those affected by Boko Haram attacks.
Our laboratory here is well equipped. We really appreciate the laboratory setup. We can run a lot of investigations that are run in our tertiary hospital. That is to testify that yes, this is an affiliate of the teaching hospital, and anything that is lacking, the hospital is already been prepared to bring in, because scientists that may come in, definitely they can handle a lot of things.
Some patients express satisfaction after waiting for months before the hospital commences full operation.
So actually, we appreciate how this person come and open this hospital for us. So people are very, very appreciative with this hospital. There was no provision in the 2016 budget for the hospital. So it was only captured in the 2017. And therefore, they couldn't do anything about it. There's a provisional sum of 400 million naira for a take-off grant for this hospital in Potiskum. And the monies have been, because the money has been appropriated, and I strongly feel that money too has been released.
The residents hope that this healthcare facility will meet the health needs of the people and ultimately improve the health status of the town.
You're watching news across Nigeria. Coming up, we have a report for you on the efforts of the Department of Petroleum Resources to prevent the hoarding of petrol by marketers and filling stations across the country. Please stay with us.